Kia ora, welcome to an Etu tutorial. I'm Rachel, the founder of Etu, and alongside our consultant Sherry, we're going to show you how to make a tote bag from textile waste. We've packed a lot into this tutorial, so feel free to skip ahead at any point. Or if you prefer to read written instructions, we've created a downloadable guide. Simply scan the QR code using your phone to be taken to the page. Let's go! Did you know Australians are sending an estimated 6,000 kilograms of clothing to landfill every 10 minutes? And that donated clothing and textile waste collections often ship their waste offshore, essentially making it another country's problem. At Etu, we believe achieving a cleaner future begins with the small decisions we make every single day, and that shipping our waste offshore is a band-aid solution. We believe that designers, businesses, governments and consumers all have a role to play in moving away from the current linear economy of take, make and dispose, and towards a circular economy, one that makes smart use of the Earth's resources by keeping them in circulation for years to come. That's why Etu is committed to working with textile waste, breathing life into materials destined for landfill. We're taking a stand for the environment in an attempt to reduce the harmful impact the fashion and textile industry has on our planet and to preserve the environment for future generations. Our aim is to create an open source community where waste to wear tutorials are freely available. We hope these resources inspire and empower others to take action, reduce their waste and make small but impactful changes in their lives. Repurposing the old and consuming less is the new cool. Join us in creating the change. The first step in fabric preparation is asking yourself what old textiles you have lying around. It could be an old dress, denim jeans, bedding or towels. Today we'll be using a discarded tent collected from a music festival. A quick assessment of your textile is required to understand the fabric features such as seams, zips and pockets you might want to retain and celebrate in your bag. Taking your tote bag pattern pieces, which can be downloaded for free from our website. If you don't have access to a printer, consider using our pattern piece or an old tote bag as a guide. Decide where you want to cut your bag body and handle. Starting with the tote bag body pattern, fold the fabric in half and lay your pattern piece on top of the fabric, ensuring the pattern fold line sits against the folded edge of the fabric. And with a pen or chalk, draw around the edge of the pattern piece and pin down the fabric. Using the line you've drawn as a guide, carefully cut the pattern piece out of the fabric. Repeat this process to cut your second body piece. Now it's time to prepare your handles. I'm using the canopy of the tent, which you can see is a little shorter than the pattern piece. It will make the finished bag handles shorter, but on the plus side, it allows me to utilise this piece of fabric. I might also consider using the tent hook as a feature at some point. Similar to the process we did with the bag pattern, ensure your handle pattern piece sits against the folded edge of the fabric. Taking your pen or piece of chalk, draw around the edge of the pattern and pin down. Remove the pattern piece and place the weight onto the fabric. Using the line you've drawn as a guide, carefully cut the pattern piece out of the fabric. Repeat this process to cut the second bag handle.
Hi, I'm Cherry and I'm one of Etu's makers and production consultants. And today I'm going to show you how to make your own upcycled Etu tote bag. At Etu we use discarded festival tents. However, at home you can use whatever fabric you have lying around. For this task, you will need a domestic sewing machine. You'll need some pins, sharp fabric scissors, thread snips, a tape measure, a safety pin, marking pencil and a sharpener, a bobbin for your sewing machine, and a selection of threads. Let's get started. Select your thread colour and wind on the bobbin to match. Thread your machine as per the manufacturer's instructions. This will be slightly different for every machine. Take your bag pattern pieces and match the side seams together, securing with pins. Using a straight stitch, sew along the seam, keeping a 1 centimetre distance from the edge, removing the pins as you go. Then change your machine to a zigzag setting and stitch the zigzag along the very edge of the fabric to neaten and reinforce the seam allowance. If you have an overlocker at home, replace with overlocking stitch. Repeat this step for the other side seam and the bottom of the bag. To make the corners, match and pin the end of the side seam with the bottom of the bag as shown. Straight stitch and zigzag as you did with the side seams. Turn your bag in the right way so that the seams are facing inwards. Then using your tape measure, mark 2 centimetres from the fabric edge at the top of the bag and turn it over twice, pin to secure. This will be the finished edge of the top of your bag. With care, top stitch along the folded edge, leaving 2 to 3 millimetres. Stitch the entire way around the bag. Now to make the strap, take your cut handle patterns and fold them in half, matching the seams and using pins to secure. Stitch the entire length of the strap 1 centimetre from the edge. Using your safety pin, we're going to bag out the strap. Attach the safety pin to the seam allowance near the opening of one of the strap ends. Then tuck the safety pin inside and slowly scrunch the fabric up the safety pin to thread it through as shown. Be careful not to open the safety pin while doing this. When the safety pin pops out the other end, you can pull the entire length of the strap in on itself. Repeat with the second strap. Then using your straight stitch, top stitch 2 to 3 millimetres along either edge of the straps. Using your tape measure and marking pencil, find the centre of the bag and place your straps equal distance from that centre point. Because this bag was once a tent, we have decided to use a recycled hook as a design feature. Insert this into a seam wherever you want it to display. Pin into position and top stitch the straps onto the bag in a cross and square formation. This will ensure the straps will remain securely attached. Repeat for each strap end. Finally, check over your bag, snip off any loose threads and enjoy.
Ka pai, well done. Thanks for joining us and for actively supporting change. By turning waste into wear, you've diverted textiles from landfill and kept valuable materials in circulation, great for both people and the planet. Now it's time to share your creation. Don't forget to tag us at @etu_etu_ and use #etutote to inspire and motivate others to make change. Etu, standing for a waste-free world. Etu acknowledges the traditional owners of country throughout Australia. We acknowledge their continuing connection to land, sea and community, and thank them for their custodianship and care of this land. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. It is our privilege to live and work on Wurundjeri land.